All right, what else do you have on your list?
I have. Uh, I know I'm going back to the well again. Street Fighter Six surprised me when they
I think it's
announced some
surprising a
additional
lot of
characters.
people. Like Street Fighter Six is really raising the bar. They're
Yeah,
setting that
I mean,
standard that a lot of games are going to have to probably now step their game up, especially the
good.
King of SNK.
Well, yeah, King of Fighters, Tekken. If nothing else, the netcode. Like from people who were playing the Street Fighter Six beta, they were saying the netcode was fantastic.
I
You know,
think it
it,
has to be right. It has to be for this.
you'd think,
Mm-hmm.
you'd think, but one of the big complaints about Tekken was the crap netcode and
Yeah,
the
no,
antiquated.
I'm talking about more of the Street Fighter realm. I mean, like Street Fighter always been weirdly enough the ones leading the next generation of where gaming should go. So I feel
Yeah,
like them now. This game is getting such great feedback and everything. Like now, it's going to be the new standard for fighting games. Hopefully,
yeah.
not so much of the. I don't know about the whole exploring the city kind of concept, but just more of like more variety, more content.
Well,
So
to kind of speculate slash throw some history in there, Street Fighter Capcom is no stranger to kind of turning the paradigm. If you remember a game called Final Fight Streetwise, it had in between the story you're running around the city and doing various things,
no, I don't
completely
remember that at
different
all.
from how Final Fight was. Yeah, it came out on the PS3,
Okay.
and it didn't do too well. It killed the Final Fight franchise pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Um, but the fact that they're doing this in Street Fighter Six and they're bringing back some of the events in between fights and kind of how you destroyed a car, kicked barrels or whatever in the old arcade games. I like that they're bringing that back. They're adding additional activities, and one of the characters that really got my attention was Marisa. She's this big, just big, whole lot of woman, just pile driving, throwing, punching people. I was like, okay, I could get
Kind
that.
of like a
I could get
Zangief
behind that. Kind of,
or a
but she
Hugo. Is
apparently
it a
was a little
Hugo?
bit faster.
Would you say like a Hugo?
No, she's not big. Like well, this is me speculating from what I've seen because I haven't played a Street Fighter since Street Fighter 4. So I would think maybe she's a mixture between Hugo and Zangief, or maybe from where I saw from her movement.
I was going to
Moveset
say,
looked
can I
more
say one
boxing.
more? What about the Mucho Libre girl from 4? Or
The Lucha League.
I think she has a ponytails, or she's like blonde and she's ribbing up, and I think she's the wrestler.
Not Kyrene. I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember. I don't think
Yeah,
she's in 6.
I was going to
But
say, would you say maybe something like that? Maybe.
no, she's more of a slower. It looks like
Oh,
more
okay.
of a slower bruiser.
Okay.
But the characters they introduced were really cool. Of course, they said, "Hey, DJ's back because he's been gone for a long time."
Okay.
And he has a new look, and he looks like he doesn't suck to control him or to
Okay.
play him. So yeah, Street Fighter 6. I was like, man, I might have to mess around and play some Street Fighter 6 next year, maybe.
Okay.
I'm a total neophyte at it, but so that looked good, and the music. It looks like Capcom has a better grasp on Western audiences
Mm-hmm.
than SNK or Namco. Not saying their grasp is bad, but Capcom just seems to just know a little bit more what Western audiences want.
Okay. Right on. So the next pick I have never played the game, but anything that connects to a franchise that I love gives my imagination a potential in the future, and that is Dead Cell Return to Castlevania. I have never played Dead Cells. I just wasn't in the mood to play it. But when they did a Castlevania game showing that, and there's no gameplay. There's no gameplay. Just an art trailer, which was a cool art trailer for it. But but I'm hyped for it for two reasons. One, Konami is being nice and like, hey, let's spread the love a little bit. Two, if this does well, maybe they could take a crack at a 2D Castlevania game.
Oh my god!
That's my speculation wish thing. We'll say what?
Konami making games? Go home, Jeremy. You're drunk.
Right. But the fact that they can share the love, like, hey, like, don't forget, Mercury Steam the official Metroidvania studio did do 2 Castlevania games under Konami. So it's not out of the world of it. Dead Cells could do a 2D Castlevania game, a new one in their own way. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be a hell of a tryout, an audition for the studio.
Yeah. Yeah, because also too, Mercury Steam did do a 2D game for them for the 3DS. So it is possible for them to do it, and I hope they do, because I do like the Dead Cells animation, their artwork. So them doing a cool Castlevania game would be really rad. I would enjoy that. And so